Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi WordPress theme tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, in this video today we're going to sort of put together this overlapping bubble flow chart. Quite a nice effective little eye-catching thing to have on your site and pretty easy to do with the Divi theme. If you're building any sort of WordPress site at all, I do suggest you check out the Divi theme. It's absolutely awesome. Keeps getting better and better with more and more features, and it gets easier and easier to use. If you want to take it for a test run, you can do so from my affiliate link below this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is enable the visual builder. Once enabled, I've actually got it enabled here. Once enabled, let's get rid of this section and start from scratch. The visual builder is absolutely awesome because it allows you to build everything on the front end and lets you see how it's going to look in real time. So let's add a new section, regular section. And I'm going to put 4 rows or 4 columns in it. I'm going to use a Blurb module. By default, Divi comes with all these grey modules. The coloured modules there are actually from third-party plugins that I've been using. So let's put a Blurb module in there. I'm not putting a whole lot of thought into this. Okay, so I think I said concept. You want to keep your titles and descriptions fairly short, as we're going to make this into a circular. Let me move this out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Into a circular sort of shape. And I want to use an icon rather than an image for this particular one. Use icon. And something that sums up an idea. Usually a light bulb. There we go. We'll put that light bulb in there. Okay, let's give it a background color. I'm just going to use the sort of default colors we got going on here. Now let's go to our design tab. Make our text light so we can see it. There we go. And let's put it centralize it. And I also want to do the same thing for the icon. Image and icon. White. I want to make that a bit smaller, so I'm going to hit use icon font size. Just take that down a little bit. I don't know, something like that. Whatever floats your boat, as they say. Okay, and we want to give it a bit of space around it. It's sort of squished up to the top and bottom there. So let's go down to our spacing. And time being, I'll just give it 20 all round. I want to adjust this once we adjust the shape. I'm putting the first 20 in, hitting the link icon, and it'll put the second one in there for you. With that highlighted, if you change something on the left, it'll do the right. Same for top and bottom when that's highlighted. Okay. So we've got a little square box there. And it looks fairly square, but to make a circle, it's got to be perfectly square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the advanced, to the custom CSS. In the main element box, I'm going to give it a height and a width. Let's say height 300 pixels. As you can see, it's made it bigger there. Semicolon, width 300 pixels. I'll put this CSS down below. I'm not going to write much CSS on this, but make it easier for you, you're welcome to use it. Okay, so I know that's a perfect square because it's 300 high and 300 wide. So now I want to make it round. Let's go back to our design tab and go down to border. Rounded corners, and right here you want to put in 50% to make it round, not 50 pixels, 50%. So you want to put in 50 and a percent sign. And there we go, that's made it round. And again, because you've got that chain icon highlighted there, it's doing all four corners at once, which is what we want. If you wanted to do separate, like a weird shape or something, you just take that off and put your separate numbers in there. Okay, so we've got a circle, which is kind of what we want. Now I want to sort of drag this down a little bit. I might make that title a bit bigger too. So let's go down to spacing again. And I want a lot more at the top, a lot more. So let's say 70. Yeah, that's about right. And for the title text, I'll make that title a bit bigger. I may have to adjust the padding a little bit more when I've done this. Yeah. Let's make it caps as well. Capitals. Again, this is all up to you. You do it how you want to do it. Okay, because I've adjusted that, I think I'm going to drag it up slightly. So let's go back to our spacing. Take a bit of that padding away. Well, I don't know. There we go. That works for me. That's fine. Okay, and the last thing I think I want to do with this is just give it a little box shadow. And again, this is entirely up to you. It's just these features are here, so I'm going to use them. Okay, so that's our first one done. I'm fairly happy with that. Now what I want to do is duplicate it 4 times. And of course, you don't have to do 4. You can do 5 or 6 or 3 or whatever your little flow chart or design demands. So just hover over your little module edit bar there, hit the 2 little squares or oblongs there, and that'll duplicate it. Doesn't matter which one you move because they're identical. Because I've made it 300, you can see they're overlapping a bit there, but we're going to make them overlap even a bit more. So rinse and repeat. And rinse and repeat one more time. Alright, so we've got our 4 there. The first one, I'm going to leave that one alone. Second one, let's go in there and start playing with it now. Okay. Design. And let's give it a different background color. And a different icon. There's like a little pencil icon or something down here. There you go, something like that. There we go, something like that. Okay. Third one. Move this out of the way so we can see. And I can't remember what icon I used for that. Let's find something. Well, that's fine. And different background color. That one red. And on to our next one. And it's a little upload icon. That one right there will do fine. And a background color. Okay, so we've got our 4 little circles there, and they're overlapping a little bit, but I want to sort of juggle them about a bit. And again, of course, it's up to you. You do it how you want to do it. So what I'm going to do is grab this second one, and I'm going to go into, I'll move this so we can see it, to spacing. I'm going to give it a negative margin at the top so it jumps up a bit, minus 70 pixels. And I'm going to push this one to the right as well in a minute. That's fine. So let's just leave that for a moment. Let's go to this one. And let's push it to the right slightly. So again, we want to go to spacing. And margin on the left, let's say 30 pixels. Don't know if that'll be enough. Say 50 pixels. Again, you do it exactly how you want to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opacity down on the backgrounds of these so you can see the overlap a little bit better. Just going to take it, you won't notice it too much on this first one. You'll see it going a little paler. But if I go and do that on this second one now, you will notice the overlap. Background. Just click on the color, and it's the right hand slider. Just drag it down a bit to make it see-through or opaque. There we go, so you can see the actual crossover there. Alright, let's move on to the next one. And we'll do the background first, I guess. Take the opacity down. There's not much of an overlap there, so you won't see it right now. And now I want to push this one to the left a little bit and down a little bit. So we'll say, let's give it 50 pixels at the top. That pushes it down a bit. And we'll give it a negative margin of 50 to pull it to the left. There we go. Let's do about 70. Okay, again, it's pretty subjective, so you do it how you want. There we go, something like that. It's fine. And last but not least, we'll drag this one over. It actually wants to come over a fair way. I guess we'll do the background first again. Bring that opacity or opacity down a bit. Spacing. Now it wants to come over quite a bit. I'm going to knock it down some as well. Let's try minus 70. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough though. That's the top. That's not what I wanted. Minus 70. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Okay, it actually needs more than that. Let's say 90. And we want to drop it down a little bit. So let's make a margin of 50. A bit too much. Say 30. And even bring it back just a bit more. There we go, something like that. Okay, and let's just adjust our margins. Another great thing about Divi is you can just drag your padding for the sections and what have you until it's where you actually want it. There we go, something like that. And we've got your little bubble chart there, which is great. It kind of does what I want it to do there, but what we need to do is adjust it for our mobile devices. Again, Divi makes that really easy. If you just go down here, if this isn't open, your little purple button at the bottom there, just check the little purple button, it'll open up. And let's go to tablet view. And as you can see on the tablet, that does look a bit strange. So let's adjust it for the tablet. That one I'm going to leave alone. This one I'm going to bring down. So just hit the little cog. Move this out of the way. Go to Design, Spacing. And just next to Custom Margin, if you hover over Custom Margin, the letters itself, there's a little mobile phone icon. That'll bring up our responsive options here. Let's go on to Tablet. Top. Let's make that 0. That's fine. It's in line with the other one then. That's fine. Let's see what it's going to look like on the phone. Okay. So I think on the phone, we'll just have it overlap our one at the bottom there. So let's say for the top, let's do -50. See what happens there. That's okay. Don't need too much of an overlap. That's fine. Save that. Okay, next let's go to this one. Design. Spacing. Again, little mobile phone icon. Let's have a look. Tablet view, we're on it already. Make that 0. Make that 0. We could even give that, say, guess 30. Something like that, or a bit more even, 50. That's fine. And let's have a look on the phone. Wants to come up some. I don't mind it being sort of snaking its way down there, that's fine. So on the phone, I want, say, another -50. Let's keep it fairly consistent. That's fine. Just overlapping a little bit, but that works for me. All right, let's save that and move on to the last one, which is this one right here. Design, spacing. Okay, it wants to come over to the right. So we're going to put that as 0 right there. And let's put this at 0 and see what happens. We may need a bit more. Not too far, actually. I mean, if we wanted to, we could pop those two up a little bit. What if we did -50? Yeah, I guess we could do that for all of them. Or, I mean, this one as well. It's fine. Let's have a look, see what it's going to look like on the phone. Actually, it's not too bad. I wouldn't mind a bit more over to the right. So let's give it a border of sort of 70 on the left. Or margin of 70 on the left, I should say. There you go. Something like that. That works for me. That's fine. That's fine. And we just wanted to pull this one up by -50 on the tablet, didn't we? There we go. Let's just check the phone's going to look okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can put them all in a line if you want. I'm quite happy with mine sort of snaking around a bit like that. So let's save that. Go back to our regular desktop view. Okay, I've obviously moved this one over. I took away a -100 on the desktop, I believe. So let's just go back in there. Design, spacing. So on the desktop version, tablet's going to be -50. So the left, I think it was -100 on that one. Let's move this so we can see. Yeah, I think it's something like that. And it also wants to go down a bit, actually. Oops. Going the wrong way. Yeah, that'll work fine. Let's make sure everything works on the tablet. Okay, tablet view's messed up. Was that -50? I think it was. There we go. And phone view. That's fine. Double check desktop view. That's fine too. Great. There we have it. Save that. Hit our little box down there. Go over to the little green box and hit save. And exit our Visual Builder. And there you have it. You've got an overlapping little bubble chart that we know is going to work on responsive devices. Pretty easy to do, quite eye-catching, nice little feature. Well done, Divi, you've done it again. Well, I hope you found that useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take a look down below. We've got some great free web development courses down there, as well as some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers, so do check it out. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and WebDesignerTechTips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.